Hello, 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 hello. This is the Uncle Pete Show. This is Uncle Pete, everybody's uncle, the only man for all the counties. I'm asking my Facebook friends to come on and let us have a little short conversation. So this is Uncle Pete, everybody's uncle. My topic here today is, what are we turning Liberia into? I'm asking all my Facebook friends to come on, and I want to speak on certain topics. And this topic will involve a couple of individuals. It will involve Mike Jawate, Lansana Sheriff, and other topics. These are people that I listened to Mike Jawate today on his show, and I listened to Lansana Sheriff that disturbed Justina Taylor's show today. He made some comments to Justina Taylor, and these are guys that I have great respect for, and the way they behave today, I'm a little bit concerned about their behavior, and it is dangerous for our country, Liberia. I ask you all to come on and share this video. This is Uncle Pete, the Uncle Pete Show, the man for all the counties. Alvin Perry is watching. Better Rogers watching. I want you all to watch and share this video. I want you all to tag some friends and tell them that the Uncle Pete Show is on. Everybody's uncle, the only man for all the counties. My topic here is, what are we turning Liberia into? This should concern all Liberians. If you are a Liberian, you should be concerned about this topic. What are we turning Liberia into? Because my people, we are moving to a different trend in Liberia. It's a different direction that people are taking in that country. And we all are sitting and watching that just what we did when Charles Taylor started to come. We all hailed Charles Taylor. We all welcomed it. And we sat in the corners and said nothing. But it was all okay. And at the end, it became disastrous for all of us. It became something that affected all families in Liberia. I see that trend coming to Liberia slowly. If we are not careful, I see that trend that's coming to Liberia. I'm here to discuss certain issues and certain individuals. We are setting a bad record for our country. We are inviting chaos in our country. We are soliciting chaos. And the government is sitting and doing nothing about this invitation that people are sending for chaos in that country. And there is a need for the government to speak out and come and try to put a stop to what is being invited in Liberia. Just how the chaos was invited into Liberia by Liberians from Charles Taylor. Today we are blaming Charles Taylor. We have ourselves to blame if we are not cautious, if we are not careful about some of the utterances from people in Liberia. You know, it was utterances that brought the war in Liberia. What we utter, what we said, what Charles Taylor and others said, what their group said, what Liberians said, and we all what we said. It brought chaos in our country. I'm sensing chaos. I'm seeing chaos. I'm seeing certain groups of people. They seem sycophancy they exhibited during the time of Doe. They are exhibiting the same sycophancy only for their own personal aggrandizement. We have to be cautious. So I'm here to speak on the development in my country and to caution the Liberian government. It is time for the government to come and speak out. It is time for the opposition to speak out. If we are not careful, we are inviting chaos in Liberia. If we are not, Alice, Abba, Congo is watching. Beatrice Glay is watching. Hey, Beatrice Glay. Abba, all of you guys, I want all of you ladies, my wonderful nieces, I want you all to share this video. It is Lucinda Martin. Oh, I wonder. Lucinda Martin, I listened to you today. Wonderful woman. You are very good, Lucinda. I will always adore you. Always adore you, Lucinda. Lucinda, I want you to tag other advocates because I listened to Mike Jawate and I listened to Lansana Sheriff today who disturbed Justina Taylor's show. And I want to speak on these topics and other topics in Liberia. We are inviting chaos in that country. And the government is sitting and idle. Even the opposition is involved. It involves all Liberians. But most particularly is the government. The government should come to speak out. There's a need for the government to take a stand. We are inviting chaos in the country. We are soliciting chaos. Lucene Martin, thank you very much, Uncle P. Oh, Lucene Martin, I will always respect you. I will always respect you, Lucene Martin. You are one of the best women of Liberia. And all Liberians should hail you because you mean good for that country. Look, let me just say this. First of all, let me go to one Lansana Sheriff. I do not know Lansana Sheriff. Today, I watched Justina Taylor. I was so shocked to see that Justina Taylor hosting a show on Facebook today. I even spoke on her show. I mean, I couldn't believe it was Justina Taylor. But you have one Lansana Sheriff that came on Justina's show. I mean, he made that woman to go off track. That she had to go and discuss her medical records on Facebook. Oh, I was so mad. I tried to write to tell her, even her husband, Obi, had to come on Facebook to tell her not to discuss her medical records on Facebook. And she did it out of frustration. She did it out of anger. And then Lansana Sheriff, who is a seditious, he knew very well, or he knows very well, or he knew very well the problems that lady went into, the humiliation, how they humiliated her. He knows that she's very, very mad about what she went through. He came above and asked her questions that led to her coming to talk about her medical records on Facebook. Lansana Sheriff, let me address you first. This is Uncle Pete, everybody's uncle, the man from all the counties. This is the Uncle Pete show. One Lansana Sheriff. If you know this Lansana Sheriff that disturbed Justina Taylor this morning, he acted rude on Justina Taylor's show this morning. I want you to tell this Lansana Sheriff, I'm here to say a word or two to him. That he made this woman to even go on Facebook today to go off track. She was having a very good discussion that he made Justina Taylor to go off track to discuss her medical record on Facebook. Even to the extent to invite a doctor to ask him some personal questions on Facebook. That her husband, Obi, had to come on and tell her not to discontinue discussing her medical records on Facebook. I wrote several times, but there's a possibility she didn't see it. But she didn't do it on her own volition. It was because of this Lansana Sheriff. I think he's a sedition. Let me tell you, Lansana Sheriff. The name Lansana Sheriff, you are either a Vi man or a Mandingo man. I know the Vi people to be people who are very intelligent. I know the Mandingo people to be people who are very intelligent. As you know, Uncle Pete, I'm a Vi man, I'm a Mandingo man. As you know, Uncle Pete, I'm of all the tribes in Liberia. You denigrated, you defamed, you lorated the tribe, either the Vi tribe or the Mandingo tribe today. You're supposed to be an intelligent person. You came and disrespected that woman today on Facebook. After the humiliation she went through, you came and disrespected her on her show today, Lansana Sheriff. This is not, you either a Muslim or you are a Christian. Muslims do not behave like that. Christians do not behave like that. You acted very, very, very rude today on Justina Taylor's show. I'm telling you to watch yourself. You try to show either you have a job with the government or you want a job from the government. You try to show the CDC party or the government that you support them. So in other words, because of that, you came and denigrated this woman. You disrespected her on her show. I've always told you guys, if you're watching a show with someone and carrying on a show, and they say something that you do not like or you disagree with, just leave their show. You do not have to come and disrespect them. And most especially a woman. That could be your mother. That could be your sister. That could be your niece. You came and disrespected Justina Taylor today on her show, Lansana Sheriff. What are you looking for? Recognition from the CDC government? Or from the CDC party? Are you a sedition? Look, that's why I tell the president, you have a lot of counterfeit seditions. Counterfeit seditions that are misleading that country, misleading the government, even down to the extent of misleading the president. That's not how you support someone. You all are misleading the president. You all are misleading the CDC party. If you will come out after all what Justina Taylor went through, that is not even good for our country internationally. Because the United Nations and all are involved in her case. You came up today and disrespected her on her show. You disrespected that woman. You embarrassed her that she had to go through her medical record on Facebook. For which I disagree with her. I even wrote several times for her not to discuss her medical records. You had that woman on her show today discussing her medical records. This is not good. You guys, that's not the way you advocate. If you knew that you disagree with some of her things she was saying, you should have just left her show. You started asking her some embarrassing questions. Why? Was she ever raped? Is that your business? Were you one of those that raped her? You got that name, Lansana Sheriff. It's either a Vi name or a Mandingo name. You either a Vi or a Mandingo. And I'm Vi, I'm Mandingo. I'm of all the tribes in Liberia. Well, how will you come and answer that kind of question? You embarrassed that woman today. You caused Justina Taylor to go into her medical records. Anyone's medical record is your privacy. Anyone's medical record is your privacy. You made that woman today to discuss her medical record on Facebook. That Obi had to come on and tell her after I wrote several times, about 3 or 4 times, to tell her not to discuss her medical record on Facebook. But you promulgated it. You led her to that. And you are very rude on her show today, Lansana Sheriff. Anyone, if you know this Lansana Sheriff, and you watch Justina Taylor show today, tell the Lansana Sheriff, it's Uncle Pete, the man from all the counties, is on the Uncle Pete show. I'm here to tell him today that he was very rude. And you need to watch yourself. If you are a sedition, you don't need to be rude to prove your loyalty to the CDC party. If you're working for the CDC government or you're working for the government, you don't have to be rude to someone to show to the government that you support them. But you are misleading them. That was very wrong on your part today. You all need to you see, this is the point you all doing now in that country. Disrespecting women. That how come we got high cost of rape in that country today? And government is saying nothing about it. You always see women on their shows. You always come and insult them on their shows. What business you have today to disrespect Justina Taylor on her show? After what that woman went through, the international community saw what she went through. Do you think Justina Taylor's case is going to be like those who raping those girls in Monrovia and going with impunity? It will not be like that because the international community is involved. You are not the judge. The international community is involved in the case of Justina Taylor. They will portrayed. They will be a lesson to Liberians that you just cannot grab women in Liberia and rape them because of what they say, because of discrepancies that they see existing, and they come up and say and preach about those discrepancies, and you grab them and rape them because of what they utter. This is wrong for our country. Even Peter is saying some of the guys need to be killed for this craziness to be stopped in Liberia. This is wrong, man. You disrespected that woman. That's a woman that everybody, as you see, person like what Justina Taylor went through in Liberia, any conscientious, any patriotic Liberian, if you could see her on her Facebook, that what she went through, she could come up to speak on Facebook. I think we're all supposed to hail her and thank God for her. After a woman being molested, you came today and interrupted her show, disrespected her to show loyalty to CDC. Oh, you want to go under the sycamore tree and for them to praise you. Oh, Lasala Sharif, he gave Justina Taylor hard time today. He acted rude on Justina Taylor's show. Because of that, you think they will give you position in government? Or because of that, you think you will be recognized by the CDC party? Huh? You all refer to those guys in the street as Zokos, but you all behave and show that you all are more than the Zokos. You are in high places. I'll show you one of those in government. Or you're seeking for a job with the government. That was very wrong on your part today. We should learn to respect the woman. Learn to respect women. And let me come to Mike Jabate. Oh, I listened to Mike Jabate today. So I want to speak about Mike Jabate and Christmas City. Mike Jabate, I saw you today on Facebook insulting. Oh, you use profanitives. Mike Jabate, I saw you today on Facebook telling the Liberian people you're going to endorse Thomas Fowler tomorrow. I saw you today on Facebook. You said that Darius Dillon will never win election in Liberia. I saw you on Facebook. You said the president will go for 12 years. Which is all good. That's your opinion. I respect you for your opinion. But this is what I differ with you, Mike Jabate. You have the right to support any party you want to support. You have the right to move to any political party. But Mike Jabate, yeah, where you went wrong. And let me tell you, yeah, where you went wrong, and you will be made, they will make mockery out of you within the CDC party and the CDC government. And what you anticipate, this is Uncle Pete. Everybody's uncle. The only man from all the counties. Mike Jabate, let me tell you, what you anticipate to receive, either it's a position within the CDC government, believe me, you will not receive it because you made a mistake. And let me tell you your mistake. Look, don't get me wrong. You didn't make mistake by saying you supported Thomas Fowler. You didn't make mistake to say the president will go for 12 years. You didn't make mistake for all of those utterances. But yeah, where you made mistake, and they're going to take you like a laughing stock at the CDC headquarters and the CDC government, and by the president and all government officials within the CDC party. You see, Mike Jabate, let me tell you, you're one of my nephews. I've constantly told you guys do not know how to advocate. Now, it's being caught up with you. You came here on Facebook. Now today you are insulting Darius Dillon. You are defaming Darius Dillon. You are denigrating Darius Dillon. Today, yesterday, you were insulting the president of the Republic of Liberia. Continuously on Facebook, you insulted President Weah, and our Uncle Pete used to come and speak to you advocates to have respect for the president, government officials, the first lady, and women of Liberia. But Mike Jabate, you are one of those who insulted President Weah continuously. Oh, you are one of those who castigated President Weah. You are one of those, Mike Jabate, who defamed President Weah. Mike Jabate, you are one of those who said all kinds of things about President Weah. After you were a member of his party, the CDC, and you left, now you return to CDC. You are asking for forgiveness that you kill a cow and you join the CDC government. Do you think they trust you? Do you think they will respect you? Ansel Sheriff, they say, these guys are stupidicious, spineless. Okay, fine, my own brother Ansel Sheriff. You know Ansel Sheriff, me and Madingo Mel are violent. So I speak to my Madingo brother here. I speak to Lansana Sheriff and I speak to Mike Jawate. Because you know Uncle Pete, I'm Madingo. Look, Mike Jawate, you have made the greatest mistake on earth in Liberia. Now, after insulting President Weah yesterday, today now you are insulting Darius Dillon and opposition members. My brother, you will not be respected at the CDC headquarters. You will not be respected by seditionists. They know that you are an opportunist. You even said today you are KGB. You got training in Russia. Mike Jabate, you have damaged yourself. Uncle Pete telling you this. Let me tell you, while the election going on, they will promise you job, they will promise you position, but you will not get the position in government. Or maybe just because Uncle Pete is saying it, they might give you a position, but believe me, you will not even be there for a good 6 months. They do not trust you. You are not trusted. You are just going where the wind blows. Mike Jawate, you have damaged yourself. Let me tell you this. Mike Jawate, you have damaged your political career. This is why I tell you boys, you all do not know how to advocate on Facebook. You can advocate. You can support whosoever you want to support. But advocate with respect. This is what Uncle Pete have said to you guys continuously. Advocate without insulting people. We support a candidate, but do not insult the opposing candidate. Support the president, but do not insult the opposition. Support the opposition, but do not insult the president. I have continuously told you guys this. I have shown you guys how to advocate, but you all don't know how to advocate. Now, you have damaged yourself. Mike Jawate, you will be nothing within the CDC. You think there are stupid people in CDC? Those seditionists that are there calling you now, oh, Mike Jawate is back to us. You think they are stupid? Mike Jawate, they do not trust you. And they have the right not to trust you. You come to the opposition, they will not trust you. They will have the right not to trust you. Because yesterday, you insulted President Weah and the seditionists. Today, you are insulting Darius Dillon and the opposition. Who's going to trust you? You have damaged yourself, my son, my nephew. Mike Jawate, look, let me tell you this. You have damaged yourself. Do you think that cow that the sedition or the president or the government gave you to kill and you ask for forgiveness? You know what they forgave you for? To advocate for them. But they do not trust you. They are washing you like a snake can wash the rat. Let me tell you, Mike Jawate, joining the sedition, the CDC party now, all their eyes are on you. They know that you are a traitor. I saw you exercising complicity today, telling people that you supported Thomas Fowler. Do you think even Thomas Fowler trusts you? Do you think President Weah will trust you after insulting him, his wife, his family, and other government officials in the government, insulting them on a continuous basis? Now today, you are diverted for insulting them, and you're insulting the very people that you praised yesterday? What's wrong with you guys? You guys, like, that's what I told you guys. Look, you guys are not politicians. You guys do not know how to play your cards. I am speaking because Uncle Pete, the man for all the counties, this is the Uncle Pete show. I work with the Doe government. You think if I acted stupid like the way some of you guys are behaving, I would have been dead today. I never joined Doe party. I work with a lot of boys from Grange there. Who Doe was a crime man. I work with a lot of, as a matter of fact, my deputy, when I was assistant commissioner for all station, before I became deputy chief auditor, my deputy was Roosevelt Johnson, who was in charge of the Limoke. You think if I was stupid, I'd be dead today. Because the war caught up with me in Monrovia. I was in Liberia when the war caught up with me. But I know how to play my cards. I do not create enemies. I work with the Doe government. And I didn't create enemies. I was friends to everybody in the Crown group. I was friends to everybody in the Gio and Manor group. So you see, I could go on the Crown side when they were fighting. I could go on the Nima side when they were fighting. Because what? I didn't create enemies. We never used to be there insulting President Doe. Even though we were not member of his party. We didn't go around insulting his wife, his children. We didn't go around insulting government officials. We didn't do that. That's not how you show your loyalty. I work with the Doe government. You all have developed this strategy in Liberia now. The only way you can show your loyalty to someone is to insult the opposing party. What is this? Majawate, you have damaged yourself. Take it from Uncle Pete. The only man who is from all the counties in Liberia. This is the Uncle Pete show. The only man who is from all the counties in Liberia. I ask you all to share this video. This time I decided not to play theme song. Because each time I play theme song, Facebook will try to complain about theme songs. So this time when I come in on my show, I will just come on and speak. And I ask you all to share this video. This is the only man who is from Liberia who is of all the tribes. This is the only man from Liberia who is from all the counties. I heard you, Majawate, you are pushing division in Liberia, talking about country and Congo people. What is this going on with you guys? Majawate, you are damaging yourself every day on Facebook. You are damaged. Let me tell you this. CDC, the president, and all government officials within the CDC party, they do not trust you. Even though you say tomorrow you're going to endorse Thomas Father, when yesterday you were endorsing Darius Dillon. So tomorrow you're going to endorse Thomas Father. You're going where the wind blows. Oh, but the wind is washing you. The wind knows that you are not sincere. The wind knows that you are not sincere, Mike Jawate. Madigo people are smart people. Madigo people are smart people. I'm a Madigo man. We Madigo people, we are smart people. My Madigo people are smart people. But you are not smart. Oh, by Jawate, you have shown to the Liberian people that you are not smart. And believe me, you will be disrespected within the CDC. You will not get what you want. You cannot get what you want because you are not constant. You are a flip-flopper. And in politics, you cannot be a flip flopper. When you are being observed as a flip flopper, it's a consequence. You have demonstrated to both the CDC, the opposition, that you are a flip flopper. Yesterday, you insulted President Weah, insulted the CDC, seditions. Today, you are insulting Alexander Cummings, Darius Dillon, and the opposition. Where do you think you're going to place yourself? You saying here today, you started with the KGB from Russia. KGB members are smart people. The people from Russia are smart. You started comparing yourself with KGB. Do you think that how the KGB will behave? Or they behave? You are not smart, Ma Jabate. This is your uncle. You see, I'm here addressing you. I'm criticizing you. But I'm not here insulting you. I bet if you go on the show tomorrow or today, you will want to insult Uncle Pete. To show the low mentality you guys have. I'm not here insulting you. I'm criticizing you with respect. I'm calling your attention to your mistakes. But I bet you come here tomorrow, you will want to insult Uncle Pete. To show that, oh, you're an advocate. The only way your message to Uncle Pete, from what I'm saying today, will be marketable is for you to come and insult Uncle Pete. Yes. The only way you felt that your message could be marketable to the CDC government and President Weah was to insult President Weah and the CDC government. Now today, yesterday, you did that yesterday. Now today, the only way you feel that your message can be marketable to Darius Dillon, Alexander Cummings, and the opposition is to insult them. You see how low mentality you guys exhibit, portray in our country? Musa Sando. Oh, Musu Sando. Oh, Musu Sando, I know you will not want to say anything. Musu Sando, you share this video. You share the video. Musu Sando, how are you? Take care of my brother. You see the low mentality? You will come up here tomorrow and insult Uncle Pete. But as Uncle Pete, the man from all the counties, on this Uncle Pete show, what can you say about Uncle Pete? Mike Jabate, nothing. Where I have reached, it will take you a long time to reach there, my son, my nephew. Oh, Uncle Pete is higher heights. You know when Toba used to bring higher heights? I'm higher now. I'm just playing an advisory role. But Mike Jawate, you have damaged yourself. If you, look, you are in the middle now. You got nowhere to turn, nowhere to go. After insulting President Weah and the seditions yesterday and praising the opposition yesterday, now today, you insulting the opposition today, Darius Dillon, Cummings and others, and today you praising the sedition and the president. How you think they're looking at you? You think those guys are stupid? We have competent people within the CDC party. We have competent people within the opposition parties. If you don't know it, they are not stupid. You're looking for a job. You're looking for recognition. But you have damaged yourself. Mike Jabate, you have damaged yourself. You will not be trusted by seditions. You know, I am the only person from Liberia that can speak for all political parties in Liberia. I am the only person that is member of all political parties in Liberia. I am the only person that is neutral in Liberia. But because of my neutrality, It will not deter me from telling you about the us, about your mistakes, about the wrong. It will not deter me from criticizing you. I will criticize the government, and even though I'm a member of the government or the CDC party, I'm a member of the government, I will criticize them when they err. Even though I'm a member of the opposition, the CPP, Unity Party, I'm a member of all political parties, I will criticize them when they err. I am the only one for Liberia that can do that. So my neutrality will not deter me from calling your attention to the us. I will criticize, but I will do it with respect. That's how we're supposed to criticize. My Jawate, I have told you guys, like on Facebook and in Liberia, all of Liberia, continuously criticize with respect. You have something what you call negative criticism, and you have positive criticism. You can criticize. Your criticism can be marketable. If you criticize with respect. But you guys feel that the only way your criticism can be marketable is to come and insult people, disrespect people, use profanitives. And this is the order of the day in Liberia. Man, my people, look. During the days of Tobot, Bacchus, Matthew, Tipotier, Famole, Wesley Johnson, and Mayton TJ, they brought opposition to Liberia. That was the first time for Liberia to experience opposition. Because during the days of Totman, we had one political party in that country. Even when the boys came, you didn't hear them insulting. Oh, the type of insults we are using now in Liberia, insults are taking over the country. Everybody now got a PhD in insult in Liberia. Everybody got a PhD in insult in coming to advocate on Facebook. This is wrong, my people. I ask you all to continue writing your opinions. Continue, my people. Write your opinions because we'll read it after the show. I will save this show. I have I'll try to open a YouTube channel. It will be there that people will be able to see. My people, I tell you, people, look, we are damaging our country. We are damaging our country. And another thing that I see in that country, everywhere is song. Muya, muya. Look, if I have my will, I will ban people from singing muya muya in Liberia. Yes. Because that muya muya, we are the masses, we can't get tired. It is misleading the government. I never heard us singing song in Liberia behind political parties in Liberia. I never heard. If I have my will, that's the independent will of Uncle Pete, we will ban muya muya in Liberia. You know, because you cannot copy other people's culture. That muya muya that you hear, those are South Africans. I think in South Africa, during political time, they used to sing songs. And it was for a reason. South Africa was taken over by white people. And the black South Africans were subjected to almost like what you call like slavery. Like you seeing it openly. White people controlling your country. Killing your people. Controlling everything in your country. And your country that you know is your country of birth. You do not have no power in your country but the white people. This is why the South Africans were singing these kind of songs. You are imitating the South Africans. Liberians never went around singing muya muya before in that country. Yeah, I know they horn that they blow. We used to do that. Oh, but nowadays when you have people walking the street, it's so, even look, that muya, you got even some foreigners running away from our country because it is not Liberian. Those songs that you all sing, it is the custom of the South Africans. You cannot import other people's tradition in your country. That's not Liberian. All day, when people try to speak, you can't even understand what people are saying because they're singing in between. Or they're interrupting you with praises. That's South African culture. It is not the Liberian culture. We cannot, that's not the Liberian culture. And the idea of disrespecting women in that country, it is not the Liberian culture, my people. Where we got that one from? This idea of disrespecting women, it is not Liberian people culture. Oh, I know that country of mine. We respect women. But nowadays, we have transformed the culture of Liberia. We are importing other people's culture in our country. Going around insulting, no respect for women nowadays. We insult our women. Because of the insult and the disrespect of women. Even those what we call zokos in the streets and other high criminals. They say, well, if you can see government officials insulting each other, if you can see eminent and prominent people just insulting each other and insulting women, no respect. Oh, we just rape them then. That's what's going on in my country. That's not Liberia, my people. Our culture differs. That's not Liberia. We are coming back to the dark days. We have to be careful in that country. President Weah, let me tell you, you have a lot of sycophants around you. Yeah, President Weah, let me just tell you, you have a lot of sycophants around you. Be careful with them. Yes, a lot of them were around President Doe. I was there. A lot of them were around President Doe. Watch your steps. Watch your back. Watch your supporters. Watch those who sing in praises. Some of them just doing it for job. Some of them doing it just to receive what they can receive from you. But if you go down low, today or tomorrow, it will be the same people that will say he didn't listen. We talked to him, he didn't listen. It will be the same people, President Weah. Be careful. Watch your steps. I see people entertaining and soliciting. I mean, it has reached to a place that they even soliciting, they are inviting violence in the country. What is idea about in Liberia, you go into a certain area for political campaign, you have a group coming and saying, you cannot go there. They will take rocks to throw rocks at you. That's what they did when Dara Jadon went to Claverton. You all had to send the police there. Well, which the police did a very good job. What is this? What is this? We have turned our country into a country of, I mean, you know, if you behave like they said, you're going to have the foreigners, you're going to put fright in the foreigners. The little investors we got, the people are going to leave. George Haddad and others, Seti brothers, Fuani, all of those Bassi brothers, A to Z. Look, all those boys who've been there for so many years, they are afraid. Most of them leaving. You know what? Let me tell you something. The secret, most of these guys that are there, they are opening branches to Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Arico, and other places. They're just there for formality, but maybe because of their real estate. But they are taking most of that. You guys got these business people that have been in our country for years, over 30, 40 years. They are taking their businesses to the neighboring countries. Because they can sense instability. It's been sensed in our country. Some people will come in the SL like loyalty. Oh, I support the president. So I will curse Darrell Dillon. I will curse Alexander Cummings. Oh, I support Alexander Cummings. I support Darrell Dillon. So I will curse the president. I will curse seditions. What is this in the country? What is this in my country? My country that I love. What is this going on in my country? If I have my way, we will ban Muya Muya in that country. And they're singing of songs, praising of leaders. And we just empower them to do the work of the Liberian people. People are not doing the work of the Liberian people, but they are just there singing songs, praises on them. They either them will walk the streets with almost 1,000 men behind them singing songs. They enjoy it. My people, let us be cautious of our country. Liberia is for all of us. Nothing wrong with being a sedition. Nothing wrong with being a CPP. Nothing wrong with being a COP, a Unity Party, a CDC. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with being members of the political parties. Nothing wrong being in opposition. Nothing wrong being a part of the government. But my brother, we can't be part of the institutions without insulting each other, disrespecting each other. That's not how we ran that country before. That's not how we saw it. Liberia now, we have become a land of animosity, a land of insults, a land of disrespect. This is why the crime rate is so high in the country. No respect. Hey, my people, they're not the Liberia that I know. The Liberia now is a land of disrespect. Everybody got PhD in insults. Everybody got a PhD now. Everybody got a degree. If you're a sedition, you got a PhD in insulting opposition members, CPP, COP, and others. If you're a COP, CPP, you got PhD in insulting the government. What is this? Now, people, how can we run a country like this? We are increasing our suffering in our country. How will we attract investors in our country? When it comes to our country, it's a land of insults, a land of disrespect. What foreigner you think want to bring a wife and family in that country? You tell me. What foreigner will take his wife and family and children to bring them in that kind of country to invest? A land of disrespect, a land of insults, a land of disregard for law and order. Oh, go and disturb this group. We support you. We the government. We got the army. We got the police. We got the immigration. So just go ahead and insult. I hear some sedition and bragging. We control the army. We control the police. So y'all just come now. Y'all will meet us. We never said that. The army is not nobody's personal property. The police is no one's personal property. The army is there to serve the Liberian people. The police is there to serve the Liberian people. It's no party's personal property. But in a few days, I've been hearing some seditions saying, we own the army. We got the army. We got the police. We got the immigration. We got the law enforcement officers. Y'all can't try us now. Jesus Christ, what is this? What is this going on in Liberia? The army, the police, immigration, security forces, they're for the Liberian people, the Liberian government. It's not for the political party. But I have heard people from the political party saying, making that kind of statement. Y'all come and try us. We got the army. We got the police. We got the immigration. Y'all just come now and try us. They say that to the opposition. Amen. I beg you, we don't want war in our country. I beg you. I'm 71 years old. I soon be returning Liberia by God's grace. Do you think I want to come in a country where children just insulting people in the street? They see me, they insult me. No respect. No one saying nothing about it. Yeah? Liberia is our country. We love that country. I can come here and sit here for the next 10 hours and criticize the government. 10 hours and criticize the opposition. I will not use profanities. That's why we're supposed to criticize. That's how we're supposed to criticize. I could sit here for the next 10 hours and criticize the government and tell them what they're doing is not correct. I could sit here for the next 10 hours and criticize the opposition and tell them what they're doing is not correct. We're all using one profanity. That's how it's supposed to be. What example are we setting for our children? Yeah? What are we trying to portray to the international community, to investors, to our foreigners in our midst? We have important things to be doing in our country. But right now, everybody is adamant. I mean, we have left the work of the country. We all campaign for way December 8th. Development in the counties. People misappropriating development funds, using it for their own personal use. How the counties existing, nobody knows. When the time for politics, we'll go there and get them rights and get them money and ask them to vote for us to get us back to increase the people's suffering. What is this going on in the country? We're not even having meetings now to decide how to bring about tourism in our country, how to improve the lives of our people, to invest in farming. Let us go back to the soil, buy power soil, tools, and let some of these boys leave Monrovia and other places in the counties. We go and share. We have committees going around sharing power soil and conscientizing people to go back to the soil, to be self-sufficient. But we have neglected all of that. All we on now is December election. No government agency is functioning now. Everybody is on politics. All the ministers are politicians. Police, army, everybody is a politician in Liberia. What is this going on in my country? My people, we are damaging our country. We are inviting violence in our country. We are damaging our country, my people. We are inviting violence in the country. And if we are not cautious, if we are not careful, believe me, it will be the violence that will come to Liberia, it might be worse than the one that Charles Taylor brought. We need to find means down to prevent it. This is a time for the government to speak out against violence. This is a time for the government not to encourage violence, not to discourage violence. People feel that the only way they can be known to the government is to preach violence on the opposing force. That's the only way. My people, Liberia is all we have. No one person owns the army. The army is for the Liberian people. The police is for the Liberian people. The immigration is for the Liberian people. So some of you citizens who I have heard some of you guys coming on Facebook saying that thing. Oh, the army for us. We got the army. We got the police. We got the CID. We got this and that. So you just come now. You will see. You'll cut it off. The army is no political party property. The police is no political party property. If you start preaching that kind of thing, you're bringing war in that country. We do not want war. We do not want war. The army, the police, security forces, that the Liberia's property, the Liberian people, they're supposed to there protect the Liberian people and not to protect a political party. I've heard some people making that statement, and government is not coming to rebut that statement, to make some clarification on it. I'm calling on the Ministry of Information to come up with some pronouncements. Speak on the issues. Let the Liberian people know that the police, the army, the security forces for the Liberian people, for the Liberian government, is not for no political party. Some people just feel that the police for the CDC, the army for the CDC, security forces for the CDC. No. If you all start that, it will be bad for our country. It's for the Liberia. They are there to protect all Liberians. If I go Liberia, who do you think I want to be protected by? By individuals singing in the street? It's the police, the army, the security forces. If we have investors in our country, who's supposed to protect them? Who's supposed to protect the Liberian people? It's nobody personal army. Those are some of the things they did to President Doe that brought his downfall. They used to call it the Doe Army. Yes, you have people in the army during President Doe time, they were loyal only to President Doe and not to the country, which is wrong. We saw the example, what it did to us. We saw army that was loyal to President Doe. We had a Doe army. Right now, I hear the government or some seditions, they are training secret army group or paramilitary groups to say, this is my group, this is my army to protect me. Look, you're cut it off. Little children, you're cut it off. My children, my nieces, my nephews, you're cut it off. It's not good for us. We are Liberians. We are not enemies. To own 20, 30 houses, to own $5 million in the bank is no use. When we all going to die and leave it here. No need to invite chaos in the country. No need. There is no need to invite chaos in our country. There is no need. Tony Campbell, maybe you want to say something. Tony Campbell, I've just added you. I want to hear your opinion. I'm sure you've been listening to me. Tony Campbell, you can come on and say something about what I'm saying. Tony Campbell, that's right. Tony Campbell is on. Thank you very much, sir. Hi. One of my brilliant nephews. Go ahead, sir. I'm sure you've been listening to me. The topic.
Yeah, Uncle P. You know the president is the commander-in-chief for the military.
Yes.
So the military is of the government.
Yes, for the government.
And yeah, So you cannot say the president is not the commander-in-chief for the military. The president is. If anything happens in the country, the president will be here responsible for the security system.
Just wait. Tony Kemal, I never even used the word commander-in-chief in all my utterances here. I never told you the president is not the commander-in-chief of the army. I've never said that. Maybe you just coming on. Let me tell you something.
No, you said that you said that with the sedition we are saying the military is for the CDC government. It is true.
No,
the military
is for the CD. Listen to me. Let me educate you on this. The military is for the government of the Republic of Liberia. The military is not.
And who's the head of the government?
Let me finish. You were talking. Wait, let me just say this. The military, the president is the commander-in-chief of the army. The president is president of the Republic of Liberia. He's not president of the Republic of CDC. The president is our president. He's president for opposition. He's president for CDC. He's president for all the political parties. He's our commander-in-chief. He's not president for any party. He's president for the Republic of Liberia. He's commander-in-chief. The army is not for any political party. Get me on record. You were talking. The army is for the people of Liberia. The army is there to protect all Liberians. And not to protect United Party, not to protect on the CPP, not to protect on the CDC. No political party owns the army. My son, the army is being owned by the Liberian people. The police are owned by the Liberian people. As the president is the commander-in-chief. The president is not president of CDC. He's president of the Republic of Liberia. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so then why, if a crime is committed in the country, why you guys blame the president, say, oh, the security system is not good enough, the president is not doing good job? Look, I'll tell you this, Uncle P, the president is doing a great job in that country, okay? Great job. The opposition leaders, they go into the president territory to go run campaign with disrespect. Like Yeke Koruba, he went to another county, he knows that the president's stronghold and goes there and was very disrespectful. You don't do that. You should know your position in the country. You should know where to go to run a campaign. You cannot come to my house here and kind of run opposition campaign here. I'm a sedition. I'm not going to open my door for you. I'm not going to allow you in. That's the fact. The opposition, these guys are not educated. They don't know how to run campaign. They don't know how to do anything in that country. They're just trying to destroy that country where George Weah. Donald Dillon is not going to be re-elected. He know that. We all know that. Ain't nobody voting for him. He's just going around places, throwing back a redneck, sharing money that he stole from the government all over. The guy is not educated. He knows nothing about politics. All right? So, George, the president is doing a great job. The opposition should stop making confusion in our country. The places, they should know where to go. All right? They should know where to go. They cannot come to CDC house and kind of run campaign there. We're not going to allow that. It will not happen today. It will not happen tomorrow. Thank you.
Tony Kemal, you agree with me that the army is not for CDC, right? You agree with me?
It's a CDC government.
Yes.
The president is the commander-in-chief.
Right.
For the military.
Yeah, so who the army for? The CDC party?
The president is the commander-in-chief for the military.
For the people of Liberia.
The president is the commander-in-chief for the military.
Yeah, but you are being monotonous. You're repeating yourself. I asked you a question. You made a statement here. A statement that is very, very wrong. You said that the president is the commander-in-chief. I never told you that the president is not the commander-in-chief. The president is commander-in-chief. He's president of the Republic of Liberia, not president of the Republic of CDC. So, as being commander-in-chief and the army is not for CDC. I told you, I asked you a question. Do you agree with me that the army is not for CDC? It's for the Liberian people as president of the Republic?
The military is there to protect the president. The military is there to protect the presidency.
Not only the president, They're supposed to protect the whole country. My brother, you're just coming in politics. The army is there to protect the president and the government, the Republic of Liberia. The army is not there to only protect the president. Look, my son, you're just coming in this thing. This is why I always talk to you guys. I advise you guys. The army is there. The president is the commander-in-chief. The army takes order from the president. The president is not president for any political party. He's president for the nation. He's our president. He's everybody's president. So it's incumbent upon him to protect all Liberians. It's incumbent upon the president for him to ensure that all Liberians are being protected by the army. The president cannot come here and tell me that, I got my army, the job will protect CPP people. No. The president cannot tell me to say the army is here just to protect my seditions. No, my son, my nephew. The army is there to take command for our president. He's president of the Republic of Liberia. The army is there not only to protect the president, but to protect the president, the government, and people of Liberia. That's what the army is there for, my son, my nephew.
Uncle P,
yes,
I believe in this president 100% and nothing else. Only the president can face that country. All other people that coming into
your belief. You have the right to your opinion, Tony Campbell. Look, you have the right to believe what you believe. I respect you for your opinion. But if you err, it is my right. It is my duty to correct you. Listen to me. I'm telling you.
So to answer your question, yes, the military is a CDC military. The police is a CDC police. They are secret service. It is a sedition secret service. That's it. I already answered your question. Thank you, Uncle P, for having me on. I appreciate it.
Tony, don't go yet.
I'm proud of what I said.
No, Tony, don't go. I don't want you to go unsatisfied. Let me tell you something. And in every country, you have forces that are supposed to, security forces assigned, maybe turned out directly to the president that's supposed to see about the protect. Let me finish now. Let me finish. To see about the protection of the president. Like right now in Liberia, I think you all got something what they call what? SSS? Or something like that. They're supposed to protect the president. They're supposed to be around the president. Yeah, we got a secret service in America. Okay. They have forces or security forces that are assigned directly to protect for the protection of the president. We should have that in the country. But when it comes to the army, my nephew, I don't look, when you go maybe ask other people, they will tell you what I'm telling you. When it comes to the army, when it comes to the police, they are there to protect the nation. They are not there to protect an individual. Not because in America, you can say the Republican in power, so the police here to protect only Republicans. No, no, sorry, that's not how it works.
You cannot compare Liberia and America.
I'm not comparing Liberia.
First of all, I will compare. I will compare the political system in Liberia. I will compare the political system in Liberia to the political system of Russia, North Korea, Iran. You see, this is how Liberia is supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah. Russia, Putin, military, or they're Putin just guy re-elected for the next 36 years. I think if you have a good leader, if you have a good president, you shouldn't change it and let our president be there for a long time. We already got a good president. Why we keep looking for other people to run the country? We already got a good president there. Let the president be there.
Well, Tony, you really is going off track what I'm saying here. I'm not telling Liberian we don't have a good president. You see, that's not the
yeah, but the military is sedition military. This government that is in place is a sedition government. Okay, right. You guys will not admit the fact that CDC, this government is a CDC-led government. The system is a CDC-led system. The Liberia system, the political system is led by the sedition agenda. That's it. Okay. It's the fact.
Tony, I love you. I respect you for your opinion. I've tried to educate you on on the government in Liberia and how it's supposed to be run with our security forces.
But we
But let me
agree
tell you now,
there is a sedition government,
no,
right?
nobody will tell you it is not. Let me tell you now, but you
Okay.
are being adamant. So what I'm saying is, other people will call you. I'm sure other people will speak to you. Even seditions will tell you about what I'm telling you. But listen,
Okay.
Tony Camel, I'm speaking because I love my country. I'm
All right.
speaking because I want peace and tranquility in my country. I'm speaking because
Okay.
I don't want division in my country. I'm speaking because I want us to live as Liberians in the country. I do not want us to live like as seditions, as Unity Party, as CPP, or we segregate ourselves. We need to live in peace, unity, and tranquility. The only way we can exhibit loyalty to the government and to President we are, if we all love him, is to preach peace in our country. But if we come and preach division, we are showing disunity in our country. We do not love President we are misleading him. And this is what I do. Okay? I respect you for your opinion. Even though I disagree with you concerning the armies for CDC, and everybody knows that what I'm telling you, it is the right thing I'm telling you because of my experience, because of the number of years I work in government, and because how expanded I am in government, in governance. So other people will talk to you too, what I'm saying. So I just leave that assignment for other
Thank you,
people.
sir.
I love you. I care
Thank
for
you.
you. You're one of my wonderful nephews that I already respect. Great job. Thank
I
you, sir.
appreciate that.
We love you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right.
Hey, I hope you all listen to the conversation here. Tony Kamel is saying the police and the army is for CDC. I try to educate him on it, but I do not want to argue too much on it. Other people, I show other viewers been listening to us, and you all will have the chance to or to correct him. You know, these are young children. They just coming in politics. They do not know much about. Niale Salif, I'm inviting you to come on if you want to say something. I see you here. Niale Salif, I'm adding you on. You can hit the call button from your end. Oh, it declined. Okay. Yeah, you know, these guys are young people, you know. So Alvin, Alvin Perry, man. Alvin Perry can say something, man. I think you listen to Tony Campbell. He said the army and the police for CDC. So I love Tony Campbell. He's a cool guy. I love him. He's cool. Alvin Perry can say something. I can't give your opinion on the discussion. Alvin Perry. Oh, wait, Alvin Perry don't want to come on. Okay. Okay, on this note, this is Uncle Pete, everybody's uncle, the man from all the counties. This is the Uncle Pete show. As you know, my show, I always respect people. I do not disrespect people. My show calls for respect for all. But like I say, we have one country, Liberia. We all need to keep the peace. We shouldn't try to bring disunity in our country because it will not be good for us as Liberians. We need peace in that country. And this is what I advocate for, peace in my country. On this note, this is Uncle Pete, everybody's uncle, the only man for all the counties. This is the Uncle Pete show. God bless us, and I ask you all to share this video. Thank you very much, and God bless Liberia. God save our nation. That will bring peace in our country. Peace is all we need. We need peace in our country. We need development. We do not need disunity. I love you all. I support everybody. And this is the only man who is of all the political parties in Liberia, the only man who is of all the tribes in Liberia. This is the Uncle Pete show. Thank you very much. God bless. Share the show. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Love you all. Peace.